All right. It is Saturday, December 14th, 2024. It is 9:17 a.m. in my locale. This is your weekly update. Okay, so I think the last time we all checked in, it was around Thanksgiving. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you didn't hear, I made a couple steaks on the grill, made some baked potatoes, and Bodie and I got ourselves happy and full, quiet with peace, thankful for all of those things, and then we got on with our day. Okay. Um, let's see. It is a full moon ish, and so all of our tides on the Florida Bay are extremely low. I would take you out there to look at that, but you wouldn't be impressed. You would just be going, why is there a lot of grass on the water? Well, when I see that much stuff on the water and the water's not moving, that's a low tide. Okay. Let's see. Bodie's fine. Right over here. Weather has been good to the point that I've been sleeping with the windows open. So people are walking around with hoodies and jackets, and they're all, oh, and I'm like, I must be from Mars or something, because this is pretty comfy. Sleep with windows open. You know, sticking my toes out, my whole legs out of the blanket because it's just so warm and comfortable for me. Going down the lows of about the low 60s at night. You got to do what you got to do. And let's see, work is work. We're getting ready for our end of year inventory. I'm having staffing challenges. It's interpersonal, and I did try to have a conversation with everybody and, let them know what was up, what was down. I am continually surprised that in 2024 that women's ears are basically for decoration of high-priced items that they cannot afford to impress people they don't like. Because it's supposed to be that sound waves go in the ear, they get translated into, a biochemical issue, which goes over here to the prefrontal cortex. Well, first it goes back here. It goes to the language centers, and it goes here. Then it comes to the prefrontal cortex for cogitation and analysis, and then it usually goes either, over here to speech, or it does it hippocampus area, where it changes behavior. It doesn't. Gentlemen, give up. They don't listen. I don't know what to tell you. So I got to struggle with this. However, we do have a beautiful daily Zen poem, which brings up a lot of what's going on right now with me, because I'm starting to look around and go, do I have to use my superpowers on you people? Because if I do it, I can only do it once with you, and there's going to be a lot of damage. So let's read our beautiful poem. For 10 miles, the mountains rise above the lake. The beauty of water and mountains is impossible to describe. In the glow of evening, a traveler sits in front of an inn sipping wine. The moon shines above. A bamboo fence that descends to the water. I chat with an old man about work and crops. Maybe when the years have come, when I can lay aside my cap and robe of office, I can take a little boat and come back to this place. Chuhis, 11:30, 1200. And boy, oh boy, if that is not the way that I feel right about now. Maybe someday, after I set aside my cap and robe of office, I can come back here in a little boat. Daily room poll. Remember, we make decisions, okay? And we make decisions based on what happens around us. We cannot control that as what is around us. We can only control our actions and behaviors. So if I start getting too much static, I can get up and turn off the TV. Who made the static? Not me. Who decided to turn off the TV? I did. And our rune today is Moonjo. Happy rune. It's the rune of joy. So I'm actually going to find it and read it. I even know what page it is. Come on. It is a fruit-bearing branch. The term of travail is ended. You have come to yourself in some regard. The shift due to you has occurred, and now you can freely receive Wunjo's blessings, whether they're material, emotional, or a heightened sense of your own well-being. Don't do it. Alchemical moment and understanding is transformed into knowledge. We live with a whole bunch of stupid people, either from a genetic standpoint or a societal standpoint. I don't think there's a lot of knowledge in the world anymore. The knowledge itself is necessary but not sufficient. You can now rejoice having been brought across the gap by the will of heaven. Joyousness has new energy blocked before now. We talked about this. Light pierces the clouds. It touches the waters. Something lovely emerges. Okay? This meeting of the heaven and the waters will yield positive result. There's a new clarity. You might have to renounce existing plans, ambitions, and goals. Oh? It is proper and timely to submit because Wunjo is a rune of restoration and the self aligned properly to the self. Beautiful. Beautiful one for today because I've gotten a lot done today so far. I've been up for a while. I am frustrated in myself that I'm still cooking too big. So what happens is I try to make a meal and then try to stretch it 3 or 4 lunches through that, and I'm just making too much food, and I'm having a little too much food waste for my happiness. So what did I do? I ordered bento boxes for myself that are freezable. Now on my days off, I can do a little bit more cooking and a little bit more meal prep and then secure them in the freezer. Other people want to use programs like Hello Spoon, Marley Spoon. What's the one with the green box that the people use so much here? I don't remember. Cook Unity. Or I can just make it myself and skip the process. So we're going to head in that direction. We're going to see what happens. All right. Let's see. Before we go to our moment of Bodhi, you should know that other than the bento boxes, I did order one more thing. I broke down and I ordered Starlink. Okay? Stop it. I can keep AT&T as a backup, but it has been falling down a little too much for my sense. And so what I'm going to do is order Starlink, and we're going to keep AT&T as the backup, just turn off the auto pay. It's the exact same price. I had to spend about 5 months of internet service to get the hardware, but the amount of money I'm spending on the internet service is the same. Everyone who has it here raves about it, mainly from throughput speed. So I'm not going to be doing Tableau stuff anymore for anybody, but I'm also betting, honestly, that this is going to be a helper, because even if I go anywhere else, or I even go home, I can up the limit to $165 a month, and then it's unlimited. So, let me give you, before I have to go close the screen door, your quiet moment of Bodhi. Who's been pretty good. He's been a little fussy with his food lately. I don't think he's getting tired of it, but I think he does like his new food, the expensive food. He likes it mixed in with a wet food. So we've got the human grade and we got a wet food going, right? But I'm also learning he's a lunchtime eater. He's not a breakfast dog. He's not a dinner dog, unless you give him something he really likes. He tends to eat at lunch. And that's okay. All right, so we're going to put him down. Because there's somebody walking the dog around. Health state, not bad. My leg is a little still open. Remember those areas that I told you were popping open on my skin and the sera was coming out? Well, I got one that was, the 2 incisions are pretty good, but I got a couple areas that are still open and still a little wet, so I'm putting pads on them and wrapping them up and doing all this and that. And they're getting better day by day. Okay. I can tell you that sera, which is supposed to come out of your body, is supposed to be generally neutral. Generally neutral. So I'm a scientist. I'm an idiot. So what did I do? I went and I got pH paper. and I tested my sera. You know what? It's closer to acid. It's closer to 6.6 than it is 7 pH wise. The things that can make your blood acid are usually things such as you would have a metabolic imbalance. Okay. You would have a blood imbalance. Or you might have this really weird thing where you have an excess amount of protein in your body fluids. And when that happens, then it lowers the pH. And that means that when it comes out of your skin, it burns the skin that it lands on. Think alien, right? But what kind of protein would come out of your connective tissue to hurt your body? Cytokines might. And where did I get all those cytokines again? Okay. Alright, so today is a little more cleaning. I've got to sadly do the tanks today. You know, no fun there, but necessity. Bathroom is clean. Kitchen is clean. If I feel spunky bunky, I'm going to go outside with a magic eraser and I'm going to hit both sides of the cab because there's some spots on it. That doesn't make me happy, but a little bit of magic eraser, a little bit of clean water, they're gone, and that'll make me happy. Interior is clean, just doing a little reorganizing. I've been doing some decluttering, so getting rid of stuff that I don't need, and you know, just that makes me a little more functional. Remember, what did I tell Carrie? My external space keys into my internal space. If I've got a messy house, I've got a messy head. So, emptying out 2 of the drawers the other day, wiping everything out, putting everything back, getting rid of things I haven't touched in a while. These are all really good things. They're healthy for me. Some people need more stuff. Some people have to hang on to more stuff. And some people just want to go, you know what? I'm not using it. I haven't touched it. I want to get rid of it. Somebody else will use it. Fine. And that's where I am. Alright, so this video is going a little long, and I'm waiting because I got the screen door open with the baby gate, and I saw people walking around, and the tide's really low. So, let's end it the right way. If you don't take care of you, nobody will. Thanks, Mom. Are they like-minded? Do they share your values? Do they have something to offer? Or no? Out they go. Shut the door in their faces. Shut it on their fingers if you need to. It's way too late. You should have listened. Right? Ladies, if you have to go anywhere today, please do me a favor. Go with a friend. Go with multiple friends. Please mind your children and keep your head out of your damn phone. Alright? These are not for decoration, girls. They actually have a function for thought. Okay? Take some type of protection. Whatever that means to you is whatever that means to you. Gentlemen, I'm going to say the exact same thing. If you have to go, keep your trips short and sweet, and essentials, not luxuries. Get 2 of what you need and none of what you don't. Get back as soon as you can. Okay? Other than that, we're probably going to go simple stuff. Take the garbage out. Go for a walk by the bay. The weather is great. I'm not going to walk too far. I have to go to work tomorrow. And again, inventory is on Wednesday, so I'll probably be working anywhere between 12 and 14 hours. So I'm going to have my dog sitter come in and help the big guy. I have priorities. So there you go. All right, so from the edge of the Florida Bay, this is the Hermit with Wi-Fi and Bodie. And we're going to say have a great Saturday. All right? Bye-bye.